Win?
Hey everyone, welcome back to Chozo Archives. My name is Ethan, and this is my channel where we discuss all things Metroid related. Today we are talking about what everyone has been talking about, MCU humor. He's right behind me, isn't he? Miles McKenzie. I'm going to let y'all know what I think and how I believe this will affect Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Before I get started, please consider subscribing to the channel for more Metroid content in the future. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers within the next few months. Alright, let's begin. It seems that throughout the events of Metroid Prime 4, Samus will save Federation troopers from different areas around the map, likely one trooper per area. The first trooper Samus comes into contact with is Miles McKenzie, and boy do people have a lot to say about him. He's dorky, clumsy, and pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie. His dialogue feels like it belongs in a Disney Plus show, and it just ruins the game, right? Not quite. I'm going to address the main complaints and explain why I believe that this is going to have very little impact on the quality of the game, and why his character and the incorporation of unique Federation trooper characters into the game doesn't bother me. In fact, in some ways, it actually excites me. If you think back to Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, that game had a much more cinematic feel, and it introduced a lot of new characters to the franchise, and the isolation factor went down compared to Metroid Prime 1 and Metroid Prime 2. These included Admiral Dane of the Galactic Federation, and Bounty Hunter Rundus, Gore, and Gendrada. In late game, Samus finds herself on the pirate homeworld and receives a distress signal from a captured Federation trooper. Samus finds and rescues this trooper, although it actually turns out to be a corrupted Gendrada that you have to fight and kill. But as a kid, when I first played Prime 3, I remember actually being excited at the thought of fighting alongside this trooper on the pirate homeworld and escaping together, before I found out the trooper's true identity. And now, many years later in Metroid Prime 4, it seems like I will actually get to fight alongside some unique Federation troopers with added depth to their characters, and I think that's pretty cool. I know people complain that this takes away from the isolation factor of Metroid, and while I agree somewhat, I think it's necessary. Don't get me wrong, I love the isolation of Metroid games, and that needs to remain a core component of future installments. However, including heavier involvement with the Galactic Federation and other characters doesn't ruin it entirely. Metroid Prime 3 Corruption has already done this. It sacrifices a small portion of the gameplay isolation to broaden the world building and importance of Samus's role in the galaxy. Miles McKenzie is your annoying sidekick for like 30 minutes at the beginning of the game, and that probably goes for the rest of the Federation characters as well, with an extra 30 minutes at the end of the game with all the troopers. So in total, you probably spend less than 20% of the game with these characters around. The remaining 80% plays out like any other Metroid game, alone, as Samus, isolated, exploring an alien world. Again, it's a small sacrifice to enhance the world building and lore. I've also heard a lot of complaints about the dialogue itself, and while I admit that it's not great, do we really expect Nintendo to deliver Oscar-worthy performances? I mean, just watch this.
Curse you. I've spent every day of my life dedicated to praying.
And that came from one of the best Nintendo games of all time. Corny dialogue in a Nintendo game is nothing new, and it doesn't have to take away from overall impact, quality, and success of a game. I know some people are worried that Samus working alongside a group of Federation troopers is worryingly similar to Other M. And while you did work with Federation troopers in Other M, the situation was presented very differently. The main issue with Other M was the portrayal of Samus in relation to the troopers. Samus was made to be subservient, overly talkative, and kind of annoying. Nintendo won't make that mistake again, which is why I think the first trooper she finds in the game is Miles, to show that the dynamic is very different compared to Other M. Instead of following stupid orders from Adam Malkovich, Samus is the savior for this clumsy dork while being stoic and cool as So, in conclusion, I'm not worried about this game at all. I think it's going to be amazing. The environments look stunning, the soundtrack sounds perfect, and I genuinely can't wait for the lore dump this game will bring. I think the addition of the Federation characters will also add an emotional element to the game, because let's be real, the dude in the trailer that kept talking about his family will definitely not be seeing his family again. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I want to hear your thoughts. Honestly, this whole debacle has given Prime 4 some much needed publicity, and I hope it actually increases the interest in the game. Thanks for watching, you guys. If you made it to the end of this video, please like and subscribe. I appreciate the support, and as always, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.